Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. This is, without a doubt, the hardest decision I have ever had to make in my life. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. It is actually the toughest choice I've ever had to make. And I've tried to think of a good way to make this video and make it like concise and stuff like that. I just haven't found a way to do that. So what I'm going to do today is take a little bit more time than I might usually do to just sit down and talk about me, okay? Because it's really, really important. So, the toughest decision of my life. Let's just rewind a few years. I have been making videos since I was 13 or 14, and at the beginning of things, for the first, sort of 5-6 years or so, I would be making videos alongside my schoolwork. So I was focused really hard on school. I was an absolute nerd in school, like 100%, never missed a day, was never late, none of it, literally 100%. I've even got a mug in my cupboard saying, "Congratulations, Milo, 100% attendance and punctuality." Like, I was that guy, okay? So I focused really hard on school, but I also was making YouTube videos on the side. And what would happen every year is I would make videos really, every day, as much as I could for the first chunk of the year, and then when exams would roll around in March, April, May, June, that sort of time, I would completely cut myself off from the internet and go study only. And I would focus on that and then do my exams and then come back to YouTube afterwards, and I did that multiple years in a row. Exams, back to YouTube. Exams, back to YouTube. And so what happened is I would be building momentum, and then I would do my exams, and that momentum would all go downhill because I stopped posting. And then I'd come back, and I'd build the momentum again, and then all downhill because I had more exams. So I did that year on year, and then I did a gap year. So I got to the point where I was 18 years old, I just finished my exams to get into university, got the grades I needed to get into this uni that I'm at now, and so I took a year's break. And in that break, I worked in a dark energy research laboratory for about 2 or 3 months, and then I came home and I did YouTube for the rest of the year. And what happened in that rest of the year was that I didn't have that break for exams. It was the first time in my YouTube career that I had been able to devote the entire year to making videos. No random gap in the middle, no other things that were drawing my attention, nothing. Just YouTube. And what happened is that for the first time, my channel really started building some momentum. So, the Black Ops 3 viral campaign, for example, I poured all my efforts into, and it was really good, and my channel grew from that. And then the teasers for Black Ops 3 started happening, and I was putting all my effort into making videos, and my channel started growing. And so I started university last year in September, September 21st or something, and I had 126,000 subscribers. Now, 1 year on, almost to the day, I have 820,000. So clearly this year things have gone very well. And they've gone well because I've put my heart and soul into making videos as much as I possibly can. But I've also been doing this degree. I study physics here at Bristol in the UK. And physics is not easy. Physics takes a lot of time. And that is the crux of the issue that I want to talk about today, because I have this decision to make that is just tearing me up so much, and I need to talk to you guys about it. So, the first year of the physics degree was sort of okay. I managed, right? I was putting a massive amount of time into my studies, but then also putting a massive amount of time into into YouTube, sorry, and so I was juggling both balls. Both things were being juggled, and it was okay. It was probably not very healthy, but I did it. I managed, and my channel has grown a massive amount because of it. I put so much effort into my videos this year. So much effort. Now, actually, no, let's not go to now just yet. Let's go to the summer break. So I finished my exams for the year, and got to summer, and summer was an opportunity for me to sit down and go, okay, I'm going to do this full time. I'm going to treat this as if I'm going full time now. So it must have been maybe late July-ish, where I was like, okay, I am gonna treat this like it's my one shot to ever get anywhere with YouTube. I'm gonna be so hungry, so motivated to produce content that is as good as I can possibly make it, and there's as much of it as I can possibly make as well, and I just wanted to put all my energy into making YouTube videos. And so I ended up basically working what I would say were probably 90 or 100-hour weeks, so 12 to 14 hours every single day I would be making YouTube videos. And that's not an exaggeration, that's literally what I lived through this summer and loved it. And to give you some numbers to back that up, from the 21st of August to the 21st of September, I posted 100 videos. So that's 1 month, 100 vids, which is a lot. That's an average of 3 videos one day, 3 videos the next day, 4 videos the day after that, and then 3, and then 3, and then 4, and then 3, and then 3, and then 4. 3 1/3 videos every single day, which is a blooming lot, right? That is an awful lot. And that was only possible because of the fact that I was putting so much effort into making sure that those videos were high quality, and also putting effort into the fact that I wanted as many of them as possible for you guys to watch as I could manage, because I wanted to basically keep you guys as happy as you possibly could be. That was the goal, just to make the best content and have the happiest subs and just do everything I possibly could to enable that. So I worked like a demon, 100 hours a week, every week. YouTube, 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 YouTube. That was the focus. And I guess it worked. I mean, my previous best month on YouTube ever in terms of views was 13 million. Okay, that was like maybe February, March, something like that, earlier this year. In the last 30 days, in that 21st of August to 21st of September period, I had 21.5 million views. So I had a lot more views than I had previously ever had in that month. It went really, really well. And that was a sign in my mind that the content I was putting out was something that you guys were really liking, and it was something that I should keep going. But then I hit this brick wall, and this is the important point in this video, okay? The brick wall was that a couple of days ago, I moved back to Bristol where I do university, and I got ready to start the second year. And then today I had my first series of lectures for the second year, and okay, let me put it this way. A few days ago we had our induction to the second year for physics, and the first thing they said in that induction was, "Hi everyone, like, nice to see you. This is going to be the hardest year of your life." Pretty much. Like, they expect this to be one of the hardest things we ever do, this second year of university studying physics here in Bristol, because what it does is it takes off the handrail, it takes off any sort of helping hands that they have there that are in place to sort of stabilize you in the first year, and it puts you in a place where you have to adapt to survive, and then you come out of it and you've done a crap load of work, and you are essentially a physicist. And then in the third year, you do real physics, you do your dissertation, and that's the end of the course. You've become a physicist. It's in paper, it's in stone, you've done it at the end of that third year. But the second year is the year where the student satisfaction plummets, the suicide rates go up, like it goes to absolute hell because they work you like crazy, certainly in this university. And so, I'm in a position now where I am so passionate about school. So passionate about physics. But at the same time, I am so passionate about YouTube. Like, massively so. And I want to make videos for the rest of my life. I want to do that. And this year, I have had the opportunity to build the foundation of that. And I've tried my best to do so. And so I'm hit now with a decision of, how the hell do I keep this going? How am I going to do it? Because I need really to be spending 60 hours a week, I'd say, on the uni work. 60 hours, including the lectures that I need to go to and the lab stuff. 60 hours is probably a good estimate. And 60 hours a week is already more than a full-time job typically is. And the fact that I've then been, previously at least, adding in this 100 hours a week of YouTube, clearly that doesn't work. 160 hours a week is not going to fly. So I have two options. Either I drop out of uni, I do YouTube full-time, I do my 100 hours a week of that, I try desperately to build a really solid foundation for my channel for the future. Forever. For the rest of my life. Which is very scary. That's a very scary thought. So scary. And I don't think it's scary because I would worry that I would end up being out of work at some point, because I think that with the connections I've made and the effort that I've put in, I think I've proven my ability to work hard and get jobs done. I think that that is fine. So I'm not worried about unemployment or anything like that. I'm just worried about YouTube itself fading away for whatever reason. Whether it's that there's a competitor that comes in and suddenly people don't like YouTube anymore, whether it's that something happens to my channel, like there's some kind of issue and it gets deleted or something and that's the end of it, whether it's like a copyright problem, whether it's the you guys just stop liking my videos, whatever it might be, the worry would be that if I went full-time, things might start going downhill, and then, well, I've just dropped out of university to do something that has then tailed off, and I'm left wondering what the hell I've just done, and made a terrible decision. The other choice is that I stay at university, and I do 60 hours a week of physics, and I come home every day at 8 p.m, having been in the library all day doing physics, and I make videos. And it's not healthy to think that that might even remotely be possible, because the university expects you to have no full-time job while you're doing this course, let alone something that takes up as much time as YouTube does. I don't think you guys necessarily realize that I put so much time into researching my videos and making sure that they're edited correctly, and just so much stuff takes so long. And for me to try and keep YouTube going at the same time as uni would be horrifically difficult. And it would be unhealthy. That's just the way it is. It would be unhealthy. And the risk there as well is that YouTube would take time away from the university studies, and so my grades would start going down. I would be handing in work that would be of less high quality and caliber, and so I would essentially be sabotaging my university studies because I was putting effort into YouTube, but vice versa, that goes both ways. Because I was putting time into my studies as well, I would be taking time away from YouTube. So whatever happens, I would be shooting myself in the foot. But with that scenario, with keeping them both going, there is a very slim chance that I come out of this year and then somehow make it through next year when I have to write a dissertation and do that, and oh my goodness, that's a whole nother can of worms I don't even want to think about right now. But there's a slim chance that some miraculous event happens and I make it through. And then I have my degree, and I have my YouTube channel, and I can propel myself into the future on YouTube, and I've done it. I've succeeded in what I set out to do, what I've been trying to do. And right now, the decision I need to make is which of those options I take. Do I drop out of uni and do YouTube full-time and pray that I am resourceful enough to make it work, and pray that I can find the things that I need to find in order to secure a better tomorrow for my YouTube channel? Or do I say, you know what, I'm going to keep both going, I'm going to do YouTube and uni full time, I'm going to be so regimented with it, I'm going to wake up at 7 a.m. every day, get into the uni for 9 a.m., work in the uni until 8 p.m., and then come home and make videos? Do I do that to myself? They're the options. And I don't know what I'm going to do. And I kind of need to decide in the next week or two. Which is just tearing me apart. Because I just don't know. It's really, really brutal. I want YouTube to be my career for the rest of my life. But I freaking love physics. And it would be such a shame to have to say goodbye to it now. And I want to do both. I just want to do both. But as many of you will know, if you know me in real life, or if you know me well personally, you'll know that I don't really have any limits for how hard I will work on something. I will just go and go and go until I physically cannot do any more. That is just the way I am. And so part of me thinks, oh yeah, just do YouTube and uni. Do that. Be fine. You can do that. You can live that schedule of every single day, 7 days a week, 9 a.m. into the uni, 8 p.m. come home, YouTube videos all evening, or whatever it might be. I haven't worked out the exact hours I'd need to be putting in, but something like that, right? Like 9 a.m. start, evening finish, then I make YouTube videos. Try and find some time to sleep a little bit in there as well. Do I do that to myself? And my gut says, yeah, you can do that, but there will come a point, if I try and do that, where I overstep the mark, I do push myself too hard, and end up just physically not being able to do any more. Like, whether it's just completely crashing and being burnt out, or getting ill and not being able to make videos, or not being able to go to uni, or whatever it might be, that is a risk. And so I am left just with the most horrible conundrum of, what do I do? And I really don't know. And like I said, it's been tearing me apart, and it has been for a while, and it's really been compounded now by the fact that I got to that induction lecture and they were like, this is going to be the hardest year of your life. And I'm sitting there going, mate, I have a YouTube channel. Like, I post 3 videos a day right now, 4 videos a day right now. Like, you can't be saying those things. So, I mean, since I've started uni back up again, I've posted 1 video, just like the last week or so, I posted 1 video every other day. So, I am posting 15% of what I was previously posting. Like, my output is 15% of what it was during, like, August. Which is abysmal. And I feel terrible. And I want to make videos. But I just don't have time, because as soon as I finish making this video, I've got to get my stuff set up and start back working on the physics problems that I've got for hand in tomorrow. Like, it does not stop. And YouTube does not stop. And so I have to doubly not stop if I'm going to be doing both. And if I drop out, then, oh my god, I'm dropping out of university. That's so scary. Terrifying. Completely terrifying. And I just don't know which is the right decision. I just don't know. Regardless, whatever happens, whatever I choose, YouTube will still be happening. So, you guys don't need to worry about me going and disappearing and being gone or anything like that. But I guess what I would say is, this is 100% gonna be the most scary, horrifying, just deeply frightening year of my life. 100%. It's gonna be super stressful. I'm not gonna sleep a lot. It's gonna be so much work. And I just want you guys to be aware of the fact that regardless of what happens, maybe I don't upload for 2 or 3 days or something, and you're like, where the hell's Milo? What's going on? Like, this guy's just slacking off? Has he forgotten about us or whatever? Just know that I am putting every single ounce of my being, every single fiber of my body is focused right now on keeping YouTube going, producing amazing content for you guys at all times, and trying to perfect what I do and make it better, and just do things on a bigger scale and really make the best content I possibly can. Every single part of me, every little, just individual smidgen, every modicum of my existence is focused on doing that. And then at the same time, I also really love physics. So if I do keep things going, if I do stay at uni, if I do keep making YouTube videos, which I'm obviously going to be doing as well, if I get cranky on Twitter, if I am seeming really stressed in some of my videos, if I look like I haven't slept in about 7 years, whatever it might be, if you guys could just keep this in the backs of your minds, that would be great. I'm not asking for you to do anything or anything like that. I'm just saying, be aware of the fact that if you're going to type out a little comment saying MrRoflWaffles doesn't care about his fans, he doesn't post videos enough, or like whatever it might be, just keep in mind that I'm really, really trying hard. And I'm giving it everything I have. Literally everything. I have nothing more to give. I'm doing my best. So that's the video, I think, wrapped up. I've just sat down and talked for like 20 minutes. For those of you that are still here, thank you for listening to this little problem that I have. I don't know what I'm going to decide on. I don't know how I'm going to decide it. I don't have much time to decide it. But it is consuming me. Every waking hour I have right now is spent thinking about making videos, getting my work done, how the hell I'm going to balance the two, and whether I'm going to drop out or not. Every single moment of my existence is focused on that right now. I can't get away from it. And I don't know what I'm going to do. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I'm going to go and do some revision now, some studying. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, then that's great. Don't suppose many of you have, because it's just been me talking about me. Haven't done this really very much since Milo Mondays last year, if any of you remember those. Ooh, throwback there. I guess it's Monday today. So I suppose this is a bit of a Milo Monday as well. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Looking forward to posting more content very soon. Bye-bye.